Yes. Cut my music.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cut My Music Wrestling. I'm Mark from MD, and this is the wrestling podcast where we always put wrestling first because wrestling is the number one priority. And I told you I'm going to prove that to you. I did the collision review on Saturday. And I wanted it uploaded by Sunday, but the file got corrupted, so I had to redo the video. So this is the video redo. Thank God I found my notes. Thank God, because I did not want to rewatch this episode. But I found the notes, and this is, I'm bringing you the review here. I would also like to say, if you guys like the content, please comment, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. Even you just watching the video, giving us the view, helps us out tremendously. Really appreciate you. And I just want to clarify something real quick. You guys hear me say the word jobber a lot. Jobber or jobbers. And what I mean by that is when people don't have all three of the things that I think make a wrestler. You got to have the in-ring ability, you got to have the look, and you got to have the mic skills. If you do not have these three things, you can put on 5-star, 4 to 5-star matches. You can put on these bangers every week. But if you get on the mic and people are dreading hearing you, I consider you a jobber. If you are great at talking, but when you get in the ring, your your wrestling ability is trash, I consider you a jobber. A lot of these people will give you banger matches, but they look like somebody that you would not be afraid to fight if you was to see that, if they was to pick a fight with you on the street. Does that make sense? Like, you look at WWE, you'll see like a Drew McIntyre or some guys like that, and you'll be like, you might think twice about starting something with them. You see a lot of these guys on AEW, you would not back down from them if you give them. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense or not. So this is the AEW review. This AEW episode, AEW was shot from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And they kicked the show off with a banger. They have Toni Storm, who I think is one of the best women's wrestlers out right now. I really do think she's number one. Toni Storm has all three of those things that I just mentioned. You will never hear me call her a jobber. But this girl that she is facing is a jobber. And this is Toni Storm versus Lady Frost. Okay, I've never heard of her before. She's pretty decent. She looks like her wrestling to me is not pretty good, but we're going to get into that. Her and Toni are having a match. Toni, of course, is carrying the match. Lady Frost, to me, is not keeping up with Toni. But Toni is, once again, she's a star. She's a megastar. She makes this girl look good. Of course, Toni packs her up, gets her the hell up out of there. Good riddance. Get her off the screen. Of course, Toni, and she loves cutting these sexual innuendo promos, which is very hilarious. She was like, everyone's coming for Toni Storm, but you've got it all wrong. Toni Storm comes for everybody. And, she'll just say some stuff like that. Very good stuff. She just cannot be matched on the mic, in ring, and just her overall look. She looks amazing. Then goes on, finish out her promo. Awesome stuff. Love this girl, love this woman to death. Next up, we have, this right here is a half superstar, half banger match. We have FTR versus Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, Paragon. So FTR versus Paragon with Adam Cole on commentary. I personally think Paragon is a group of jobbers. I really see nothing special in Roderick Strong or Kyle O'Reilly. FTR, I thought these guys were great wrestlers. They were good on the mic. These guys, since they turned heel, they are doing some of the best work I have seen from them in a long time since they were in WWE. They are killing it. These are great heels. I love the stuff that they're doing. And of course, they put on a banger match. Paragon, the great wrestlers, but they got no aura. There's no look to them, and there's no mic skills. They are jobbers. Pack them up. but they do have a banger match. A little back and forth. Both teams are tied at the end. It looks like Paragon is going to get the win, but of course, FTR hits the little cheat, little irate, little classic irate right there. You know what I'm saying? Which leads to them hitting their finisher on Kyle O'Reilly for the 1-2-3. And like I said again, this was a banger match. I would consider this match a 4-star match. 4.5 stars. I would put this match on the pay-per-view. But once again, you got FTR stars versus Paragon jobbers. So it just throws the dynamic off. Then out comes the biggest jobber of them all, Daniel Garcia. I cannot stand Daniel Garcia. He does not have a look. He can wrestle, but he just does not have the look, and his mic skills are terrible. This Joker comes out looking like a ninth grader. Comes out, and then he comes out with a crowbar and a mic in his hand. I'm like, what the hell is this crap? Comes out with this, and he storms down to the ring. If you watch the episode, the way he storms down looks so weird. Looks like a fake ass tough guy, but comes storming down to the ring to go confront FTR. He gets in the ring, and of course he cuts this weak ass promo. The promo is boring as all outdoors. Basically goes on to talk about how FTR beat up Cope, aka Edge. For those who don't know, Cope is new. Edge, the new name is Cope. And then talks about how they almost broke his neck. Straight, it's just boring. This stuff is putting me to sleep. Then he basically goes on. He basically says, "Oh, we're going to have a match. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it's you. We're going to have a match." So next week they're going to have a match. Please pack him up and get him the hell up out of here. I'm sorry, I won't say Roger Strong. Daniel Garcia just ruined this whole segment. It really just pissed me off. I was like, pack him up and get him off my screen ASAP. Next up, we got Samoa Joe has a vignette talking about what he's going to do to Moxley. This was all outdoors, boring as hell. I was like, what is this crap? Nobody cares about these two, and nobody cares about this match. Pack these two up and get them the hell up out of here. After that vignette, Mox comes out. I was like, oh my God, what is going on here? Comes out with Maria. Maria standing in the middle of the ring looking like a fake ass enforcer. Pack her up, get her up out of here. Moxley cuts his usual boring promo. This guy is terrible. I'd rather he go back to Dean Ambrose. I'd rather see this guy go back to Wacky Dean. Seriously. At one point in time when he was being booked, when he was the lunatic fringe, I thought this guy was like, for some reason, I just saw a stone cold in this guy. I was like, yes, this dude is a beast. And then they turned him into Wacky Dean. I was like, okay, I was rocking with the Wacky Dean stuff. It was hilarious stuff. This new Moxley, he's just trying so hard to go against that old persona. And this new stuff is terrible. I would even take the John Moxley of that first came into AEW. This right here is terrible. He goes on to cuss this weak ass promo. Then at the end, talking about they all been in a firefight the whole time. Then he drops the mic. Pack him up and pack Maria up. Get them the hell off my screen. Get out of here. So next up, here we got more jobbers. We got Roosh. Don't mistake it, it's Roosh, not Rush. We got Roosh coming out here versus Sammy Guevara, another jobber. Sammy Guevara with Dusty Rhodes, old Dusty Rhodes, with jobber AR Fox and Kevin Knight. All of these guys are jobbers. These guys will give you a banger match, but they lack the look and they lack the mic skills. These guys are terrible, but they go on to have a great match. I'm not even going to lie. It was a great match. Another 4-star banger. If you want to see banger matches, tune in. But if you want to be entertained on the mic, you want to get some storylines in and have, the male soap opera, get you invested in something, it ain't here. This is only for the sickos. This is all this is. So Sammy Guevara hits this clean, hits AR right with this his AR box with the variation to go to sleep, which looks clean. I ain't gonna lie, it looks clean for the 1-2-3. Pack these guys up, get them the hell up out of here. Great match though, can't hate on it. Finally, a superstar shows up. Finally, let me say this. Finally, 2 superstars show up. We got Megan Bayne versus Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron is getting Megan Bayne. This woman looks like a star. I think she's better than Jade. She not only has the look, but she has some decent mic skills. Her mic skills are not that terrible. She doesn't talk much, but what she does with the mic, I like it. Her look is amazing. Her wrestling is awesome. Harley Cameron, mic skills, top notch. I put them up there with Toni Storm. Top notch. Her wrestling is improved. And of course, Harley got the look. So they got these 2 superstars going up against each other. Finally, against the sea of stars, we get these guys. Harley is getting it in. Harley's putting on a little showcase against Megan. I'm loving it. But of course, at the end, Megan ends up packing her up. Here comes Anna Jay. She shows up to job. She hits her. She comes out to help Harley. She hits Megan in the back with a 2x4. Megan just eats the hit. I was like, okay. She eats the hit, and then next thing you know, Megan fucks. She just screws off somewhere. And then Anna Jay is up there helping Harley Cameron out. So I guess this is just going to set up a match between Megan Bayne and Anna Jay, which of course Megan Bayne's going to pack her up, get her up out of here, get her off my TV, pack it up. Next up, this is some jobber stuff. Now this one really pisses me off. We got Big Bill, who's a legit star, and then you got him teaming with a jobber like this guy Brian Keefe. The two of them look together. Looks weird. Pack Brian Keefe up. Get him the hell up out of here. Bring back Enzo, please. Put Enzo back with Big Bill. I don't know if they're beefing. I don't know. I don't think they are. But if please put them back together. But this guy just dims Big Bill's aura. It's something about him. When they're next to each other, he just dims his light. I don't know what it is. So Big Bill and Brian Keefe, of course, they cut this weak promo. Really, Brian Keefe just throws the promo off. Big Bill deserves better. They call out this team of jobbers, so they're in the parking garage. They call out this team of jobbers. The team of jobbers comes out. They have a fight. So I guess Big Bill and Brian Keefe are trying to prove themselves to the learning tree. Chris Jericho and the learning tree. Why? I don't know. This is just a job fest. I don't get it. Chris Jericho is now a jobber. The learning tree storyline is a jobber. And now and then all of this stuff is just dying down Big Bill's light. And get Big Bill away from these people ASAP. Pack all of this up and get this the hell off my screen ASAP. Next up, here's the main event. We got the main event. We got a superstar versus a jobber. The superstar is Brody King. Brody King is wasted talent to me. He is wasting away in AEW. Brody King has the look. He has the size, the mic skills. He can wrestle. This dude is a beast. And he's up here fighting Josh Alexander. What? This really pissed me off. But once again, they have a banger match. I cannot lie. They have a strong style match. The match looks amazing. Josh Alexander, once again, another guy that will give you a banger match. But there is not, when you look at him, he just looks, it's nothing special about him. When he gets on the mic, there's nothing special about him. Pack him up. And so they have a banger match. Brody King hits him with a finisher. Oh, so basically it was like this match basically ends on a time limit, right? So the announcer, she's doing a time limit, the 10, 9, 8, and they're still wrestling. Brody King hits him with a finisher. destroys him, destroys Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander ends up rolling out the ring. They get to the 3-2-1, ding, ding, ding. That's the match. Ends on the time limit. So I guess they didn't want to. I guess they didn't want to have Josh Alexander take the L to Brody King and have Brody King look strong, whatever. So I guess they want to have him look as strong as Brody. Brody then goes out of the ring. He goes out and he hits a clean crossbody on this group of jobbers by ringside. Hits them with that, and that basically ends the show. There was nothing much here, guys. Nothing much special here. Once again, you're going to get great matches with these people. But once again, wrestling is built off of entertainment. And when I say entertainment, that means storylines. The wrestling is secondary, and it always has been secondary. It has always been about the story. Well, let me not say that. In the beginning, it was about the wrestling, but then, they figured out to really make it grow, you have to get people emotionally invested. And to get people emotionally invested, you got to have the storylines. And you got to have people that can bring the storylines, that can make the storylines look credible. So it is. Wrestling is the storyline is number one. The wrestling is now become secondary. With AEW, is wrestling first, storyline third. I don't even know what the hell the second is, but it's like storyline is third. It's just, and that's what it is. And this is why AEW consistently loses viewers, and they lose them in large numbers every time another jobber comes on screen. You should see the key demos. It just goes on as the show goes on. They just lose so many. They lose thousands of people. Because this is what we're getting. There's no emotional investment. I have no emotional investment in the Sammy Guevara. There's nothing special about him. There's nothing special about AR Fox. There's nothing special about Roosh, who is not Rush, Roosh. There's nothing special about Kevin Knight. There's nothing special about Brian Keith and Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, and Lady Frost. But they're going to put these people on your screen and hope that you care about them. Pack this whole thing up. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. Get it off my screen. I'm done with it. So thank God that was the end of Collision. Went out on a strong note. Brody King wasting away. But yeah, so that was that's the AEW Collision review for Saturday, May 3rd. And I'm going to bring you tomorrow. It was going to come out on time. I'm going to bring you the Dynamite review, which I'm sure that's just going to be another job fest right there, another collection of jobbers. This is just their main show jobbers, right? So that's coming too. And also, before I forget, I'm going to also start doing NXT. So I'm going to do SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown, Collision, Dynamite, and NXT. So expect 5 shows a week, okay? Wrestling first, got to prove it. So, also, if you guys like the episode, please comment, comment, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. Even if you stayed to the end, appreciate you, love you to death. And thank you for helping me grow this channel. I really have a passion for it. A lot of times I'm staying up late night to do these edits. As you can see, I'm playing around with thumbnail stuff. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm doing this stuff on my own. So give me some time to build it up. I'm working. But hopefully you see the production getting better. But if you got any comments about anything you think I can help do to maybe make the channel better, or maybe some stuff that you also want to hear about, maybe some off-brand stuff you guys want to hear about, put it in the comments. I'm always open to suggestions. But this is Mark from MD, and this is Cut My Music Wrestling, and I'm out, and I want you guys to be safe.
Yes. Cut my music, cut my music.